It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Throwing on first down, Whitaker. And incomplete to open things up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Eagles at 12 and 4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the
quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Ball again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Elliott is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Whitaker. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Again, Wilson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Operating from the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitaker. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. The football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that pick-6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Now Wilson on first down.
That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jets get a bit closer.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Whitaker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's Gallup on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get up to the on second down, a run with Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
To throw is Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Whitaker. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw. Whitaker. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Looking to throw. Whitaker. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go. T220r S2.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this one is incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Berrios now from his end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, that's caught by his tight end Uzama. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Red. 564 weak.
They'll give to Hall. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. To throw again is Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Hall want to get up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And check down complete to Hall. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 3rd down, Whitaker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Berrios. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Wilson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Set. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. In motion comes the tight end left. From the 31, Wilson. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
On third down, here's Hall.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Man open. It's Goodwin.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Okay, ready?
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They'll try and run it here. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a pass hauled in downfield. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for an Eagle.
Back to throw. Whitaker. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He's got room at the 30. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some damage.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the...
On the right side, it's Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down to the 20-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
And here comes Berrios.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And the Jets will take over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's got the speedster Goodwin.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Goodwin. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was